The slice, there she goes, shooting off to the right, which is the most common error I see in the golf swing. So welcome to Mark Amey Golf. Let's attack one simple, straightforward move that will stop that slice. Right, so you've just seen that shot fly down there, slice off to the right, very frustrating. That club head position at impact was 8.3 degrees open. So you can have all the different launch monitors on the go, different camera systems to tell you, give you that feedback of what's happening so the club face is open. But the main bit that you need to work out is the source of the problem. What is opening up that club face? What is causing the body then potentially to then try and prevent that shot, and then things soon escalate from there. But the error that we keep seeing is the position of that top hand. So it's the same if you're a right-handed or left-handed golfer, the glove hand, the top hand at the position of the club. So it's very much when you let that lead hand slip that causes the opening of the club face. It can then cause your swing path to adjust, to then try and adjust for that particular opening of that face. So then you'll start then coming over the top to try and prevent the ball spinning off to the right. So the main thing that happens is the grip slips up the hand too much, so then it gets in between the two pads that you've got at the top of the hand, and then that's where you get that hole in that glove. That's what that creates that. It's just not low enough down. So you've got that thumb pad that sits on top of the grip, and then it just goes slightly into the finger. So that's the position you're looking to get. It's massively important that you achieve that. So a real good test is that you can just hold it in that position. Should be able to hold it in that position with no stress at all going through the forearm. It shouldn't be hard work at all. So the thumb pad is on top of that grip. It goes slightly across the palm into that lead finger, into that forefinger, and that will hold it. That, if you can get that position, make that adjustment, so then it looks with that pad on top, you'll see more knuckles on display. So potentially it's around 2 knuckles rather than letting it slip. So then you've got it in that position there. You can't see any knuckles, and that will cause that ball to just banana off to the right. It will then cause that right hand to be difficult to get the right hand in a good position. So then you've got a very poor grip, and it makes a massive difference to the shot. Please, I can't emphasize that enough. Please check that grip. If you get a hole in that glove, then the grip is definitely wrong. So please check it. Now you have to be careful there. Once you've made that adjustment, you will change the spin on the ball. So that particular shot, I had an out to in swing path. So if you do change that grip and you change the position of that club face, I'll give you an example. So say we've made that alteration to that grip, got on the case, got comfortable with it, the club face will then react differently to what you're used to. So you'll be potentially used to the club spinning open as it goes back. Once you change that grip will then tell the club face not to spin open so much. It will feel very different. It might feel a little bit restricted. It won't feel such a rotational movement. But what that is doing is then controlling that club face from opening up too much and slicing that ball. So initially, potentially that ball is then going to start going possibly to the left. You'll see different spin on it, so you might start pulling it slightly, but there will be a definite different spin on the ball. You've got that club face more square to that swing path. But then you've made the first initial step to really taking that slice off the menu. So it's just, you're hitting a different shot down and you're putting different spin on the ball, and it will just make things feel a lot more powerful. So you're getting the right, producing the right sort of yardage out of the club that you're hitting, and it will be a lot more consistent, especially with the longer clubs. That's a very difficult bit to achieve, is that you can hit your, so generally how it goes is that you'll hit your short irons down there, you'll pull them slightly to the left. Then you'll hit your mid-irons and there go, sort of all around the target, a little bit left, a little bit right, but not too bad. And then you'll get to the driver and then it'll just disappear off to the right. But it's the same fault. It's just that the different lengths of the shafts and the lofts on the club are just that little bit more forgiving. So you're trying to get that to match. So once you've made that adjustment, you've got more chance to match from the short irons all the way up to the driver, create a little bit more distance and more consistency. So please check that top hand, make sure it is in that position, slightly across the palm so that soft bit finishes on top and you can hold it no problem at all without any tension there. If you can't do that, then you've got it too high. Any questions or comments, please send them through, give us a good thumbs up, make sure you subscribe, and I'll see you soon.